Everybody wants to be special, but everybody can't be special, right? Honestly, right? I think being average is probably one of the best lives you can live, right? And this might be a hot take, but being average is the one of the best lives you can live. Now, personally, myself, I don't want to be average, and I don't think my personality in the way that I am is capable of being somebody who is average because I would feel frustrated in life. But people who are content with being average, they honestly will probably live the best lives out of everybody. Like even more better lives than people who are like super rich, right? Because when you're average, right, you're probably usually happier, right? You're content with where you are in life and you're happy with where you are in life. You'll probably look at social media and you'll probably see the rich people, but you'll be like, okay, I mean, I'm rich in other things. I'm rich and all that other stuff. And maybe you're in the middle class, so maybe you're perfect. Your job is paying you good enough to where you can get all the stuff that you need. Your job is paying you the right amount so that you can probably take vacations like any time of the year. You plan your vacations a year ahead and you can take them whenever. You know, um, you just have less pressure on yourself and you have less. You know, you have less of everything to consume you. Because a lot of people, like, if you're rich, you have a whole bunch of ambition, you want to do a whole bunch of other stuff, and you're getting consumed by everything. Like, you're getting consumed by the numbers, you're getting consumed by what you need to do, you're getting consumed by feeling like you're late or you're behind, you're getting consumed by just feeling like you're not moving forward and you're not getting at the place that you want to be. But if you're average and you're okay with being average, then you're just happy. You're like, okay, I'm here and this is what I'm happy about. I can do this for the rest of my life until the day I die. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't around that point. So I feel like if you're average, you're actually more happier. And most average people can probably, you know, be socially acceptable inside any place that they're at, besides like super rich or super poor. They're right in the middle where everybody else is at middle class. Like there's different levels of middle class. Like there's middle lower class and middle upper class. But middle class can probably be cool with people who are middle lower class, middle upper class, right? They probably don't meet too many people inside their super rich upper class, and they probably don't meet too many people inside the lower um, poor class, right? They're good where they're at. They're happy where they're at. They probably might work a corporate job or they even might work some type of labor job and they're just happy there. You know what I'm saying? And they get to go fishing on the weekends and they get to go on trips whenever their job allows it. You know what I'm saying? They sit up and they'll do anything that anybody else would do. A poor person will have kids. You know what I'm saying? Do all this and the third. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not be able to financially uh, provide for them and be struggling at some points, but you know what I'm saying? Middle class person, they'll be able to have kids, do all the things in life that probably makes people happy, experience stuff just at a lower rate. They might take a normal airplane. They might take some type of, they might have like some type of car that's just fine. You know what I'm saying? SUV or something like that. They send their kids off to some type of public school. The kids learn all that stuff like that. You know, maybe some trouble, maybe some stuff comes up, but they're still able to sustain themselves to the point where they can still keep on doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not superficially, but not to the point where they're broke. You know what I'm saying? But not to the point where they're like fine because something happened. They're just middle class. They're average. You know, and like I said, average might be the best place to be at because especially like with the comedy going on right now and everything going on right now, like you really don't know what's gonna happen and what's coming next. So like being average might be the best point. Now, unfortunately, I just don't feel like that's good for me, but for some people, that's okay, and I think that is okay. I don't think everybody needs to be somebody who's popping or somebody who's got a whole bunch of cheese or so much grease. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't got to be doing all that. You don't need an exceptional life to have a good, happy life. You know what I'm saying? Some people just want to be chilling. Some people just want to do what they do and be happy. Chasing greatness can sometimes make you miserable because you're looking at the next thing. You want to be the next this, that, and the third, or you want to be like okay, all right. Somebody who's trying to be exceptional, somebody who's trying to chase greatness, you're always going to look at greatness. You're going to look at the people with the most money. You're going to look at the people with the most success. You're going to look at the people with the most type of thing that you want to be at. And honestly, I'm not saying you can't get there. You can definitely get there if you try hard enough. But sometimes the luck just isn't in your favor, or it might not be in the timeline that you want it to be in. if you're just chilling, you're content and all that, then you're literally probably gonna be happier because you're not trying to chase anything. You're just trying to live life and you're just trying to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And you really can't do that without being content where you are, right? Like if you're trying to keep on chasing the next big thing, you don't feel happy all the time. You might like I always take YouTube for example because I'm just doing this now. And I'm posting every single day, maybe 2 times a day. We'll see. But you're post a video, it gets 0 views, 6 views. I mean I get 0 views. Some of my shorts get more views, but I be getting 0 views, and it's like dang. I'm like okay, you work on some, and then you're like okay, I guess not that it doesn't matter, but I mean it might not matter. You know what I'm saying? But I mean I'm getting better at these videos. I'm having more fun with these videos. Just talking. I got a certain way that I do these so that they're not hard, so that I can actually make more videos and actually get them out. But yeah, you end up being a happier person if you're average, and this is just for the people who are okay with being average. It's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing. Always have your own hobbies and always have the things that you want to strive to, but being average is okay. If you really don't think you can be average or don't think that average is what you want to be, then don't be average and go chase them. Go chase a dream. Like you only live once, man. Like go and do what you want to do. But if you're okay with being average, then go ahead and do it because it's not a bad thing. A lot of people try to hate on people who are average or try to hate on people who, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I was like really good at school until I became average, and when I was average, I was just a lot happier in school, right? I had all A's, you know what I'm saying? Um, doing pretty good, honor roll student, blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of stopped caring about school, you know, and ended up with C's, D's, B's, you know what I'm saying? I had C, D, B, still A's in some class. Like at some point, my best class became my weightlifting class, my gym class, where I was just working out. I like working out, something I like to do. Obviously, I was going to get a good grade on it. I was on a football team. My coach was the weightlifting coach. Obviously, I was going to get a good grade on it. You know what I'm saying? But other classes that I didn't care about so much, I kind of stopped caring about them. And, I didn't focus on the grade and I just got the class, did the bare minimum, and I was just happier. I was like, okay, I don't got to stress about this class. I don't got to, you know, go out my way and do too much for this class. You know what I'm saying? So you're just happier. I think that applies to life too. Whenever you're, doing whatever you're doing and you're just happier. Like you get to hang with your kids, hang with your wife or husband, you know what I'm saying? You get to go out on vacation, you know what I'm saying, and just enjoy life sometimes. Sometimes you might not get to do everything that you want to do, but at the same time, you're just happy that you're living the life that you're living. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Because sometimes, especially with ambitious people too, sometimes you get relaxed, you get comfortable, and you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm living a good life. You're hanging with your friends, you're chilling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you go out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have a couple drinks or something like that. You're chilling every single day. You're just relaxing. You're watching your favorite TV shows. The only problem with ambitious people is that at some point we're like, what the heck are we doing? Like we're like, dang, why am I doing this? I was supposed to be here, and I'm just chilling. Like you can't even enjoy watching TV anymore. I watch some TV and I'm sitting there. I'm like, honestly, I could be working on something right now instead of watching TV. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Maybe you forget how to relax if you're like trying to strive towards something. And if you're average, you can relax. You can work hard and relax at the same time and get everything done. But I'm just letting people know it's okay. It's okay to be average. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. Average isn't bad. You're not super poor. You're not bad at socializing. You're not anything bad, and you're not necessarily anything good, like anything exceptional. You might be good. Good. I think good is the average word. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, this is good," I mean, it's probably just average. You know what I'm saying? But if it's great, You know what I'm saying? You're not anything great. And that's okay. Don't got to be great. You know, if you don't want to be great, if you want to be comfortable, and it's not a bad thing to say. Comfortable is literally what our human brains strive towards. Why do you think I'm doing easier videos? It's comfortable. I don't have to write a script. I could just talk. And that's comfortable. And that's what I'm doing for now until I get better at talking. I already feel like I haven't even done that many of these videos, and I plan to do like 100 videos. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even done many of these videos, and I already feel like I'm better at talking compared to my first video. Do what you do in life. Be comfortable. Just live, because that's all we're here to do. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.